here tonight because we are interested in the topics that are going to be talked about today. Those topics are of the type that will rise emotions in many of us. The only thing that I want to say is that I'm looking forward to all of us engaging with these topics in an intelligent way, in a way that certainly doesn't need to abandon our emotions, but that is respectful. And I thank you again for being here.
And I'd like to echo what Jaime's already said. My name is Amnat Chittaphong. I'm Assistant Dean of Students here at Hampshire College. And I'm representing the Dean of Students Office to ensure that you all as students, whether Five College or Hampshire students, feel that this is a safe place where we can have discourse, where we can be intelligent young men and women, to engage in topics that are going to be really passionately driven, that will be emotionally driven for a lot of people in here. We think that you all came here because in some way, shape, or form you are personally invested in this topic. Whether you agree, whether you disagree, whether you're passionate about one side, many sides, or no side of the issue, you are all here for one reason. We hope that you're here to learn, but we are also hoping that you're here to learn from each other. Learn that in this kind of format, and in the format that will be here for later when we have Q&A and opportunities where people can share comments, that we can have your thoughts, your viewpoints here fully expressed in ways that we can only expect out of the best of our students in this area. And for our community members, we welcome you to Hampshire College as well. And we welcome that you can participate in our respectful way of conducting dialogue and conducting a meaningful educational experience here. So I'd like to bring on one of our organizers for the event to provide a welcome here. And so please welcome Samantha.
So shalom, good evening. As Amnat said, my name is Samantha Mandeles. I graduated Hampshire in December, so I'm a new alum. And I would like to welcome you to the very first Our Soldiers Speak lecture at Hampshire College. I would like to thank you all very much for coming, and to thank the David Project, Stand With Us, and Hasbara Fellowships for their generous sponsorship of this important event. There's a sign-in sheet going around. Please put your name and email address on it. Tell us who you are, and tell us if you'd like to get more involved. If you have not yet done so, by the way, please feel free to partake of the refreshments. All products up there are Israeli made and Israeli purchased. Let's see, the program for this evening is as follows. Sergeant Benjamin Anthony will come here, he will speak, and then he will open up the lecture to a question and answer session. I want to emphasize that you will all have time to ask questions, to make comments, so please hold all comments and questions for the end of the lecture and for when he opens it up. I would also like to emphasize that recording is strictly prohibited. There will be no use of cameras, of cell phones, of laptops, or of anything of the kind. And if you are spotted using one of these devices, you will be asked to leave. So I want to emphasize again, just as Amnat and Jaime emphasized, that this is an emotionally charged subject, but Benjamin displays an incredible level of control and poise, and he will choose who asks him questions and comments, and will do so with fairness and equality. So if you'd like to make a comment, please, you see the microphones over here, so please come down and ask questions, get involved in the discussion. We'd love to hear from you. So I first heard Sergeant Anthony speak last year at Smith College. At that lecture, I was struck by his passion, by his conviction, and the sheer power of his delivery. I'm grateful for the opportunity to bring Sergeant Anthony here, and we are lucky to be hearing him. Sergeant Benjamin Anthony is a combat veteran and reservist in the Israel Defense Forces. He specializes as a heavy machine gunner and has taken a frontline role in several of Israel's recent military campaigns, both within and beyond Israel's borders. Following his release from full-time service, he founded the organization Our Soldiers Speak, with the aim of bringing the truth of the Israeli military experience to the public. He graduated from the University of Manchester in the United Kingdom and has brought his message to over 120 prestigious institutions of learning across the world. He believes passionately in the importance of clear verbal communication and strives to speak to audiences who represent a wide variety of political persuasions. On that note, I know that there are many different political perspectives represented in our audience this evening, but I would like to take this opportunity to say that this event is intended to be an educational one. If you have elected to attend this lecture, you are expected to listen respectfully and considerately, and to refrain from widespread political demonstration inside the hall and during the lecture. We all care deeply about implementing justice, freedom, and liberty throughout this world. That's why we're here. Let us begin by implementing it in our own community this evening. Judge Learned Hand's words on the subject are just as relevant today as they were in 1944 when they were delivered. He says, "What then is the spirit of liberty? The spirit of liberty is the spirit which is not too sure it is right. The spirit of liberty is the spirit which seeks to understand the minds of other men and women. The spirit of liberty is the spirit which weighs its interests alongside its own, their interests alongside its own, without bias." Now, with Judge Learned Hand's words in mind, and the spirit of liberty in mind, let us welcome, kindly and graciously, Benjamin Anthony to Hampshire College.